You will spend the day at Arafat. It's a plain that is considered to be a preparation for the day of judgment. You're literally preparing for the day when all of humanity is before God in a nonlinear sense, no front, back, right? It's not anthropomorphic, but is before God and goes naked, stripped of all of their worldly distinctions, and you ask for forgiveness. And so the prayer of Arafat is to ask forgiveness of God, to come. It's very powerful because you are literally seeing humanity there. I mean, I've been to the Vatican at times when there's a lot of people. I haven't been to any of these Hindu gatherings, but I've never seen anything like it in the sense that literally there are Chinese people, there are Indonesians, there are Malay people, there are African people, there are black Africans, there are white Africans, there are Turkic people, there are European people, now there are American people, there are Mongolians, there are Chinese from different places in China, there are Cambodians, there are Thai people, Vietnamese people, Filipino people. People literally coming. It says in the Quran they will come from every deep crevice. They will come from every valley, and they will come to this place, and they're all there. You just see the whole thing. You see sick people, you see healthy people, you see people crawling, you see people being carried. Some people literally carry other people on their backs. You see people carrying their parents. So it's just a very, very overwhelming experience to enter into that sacred space. And the great reminder on that day, the verse that was quoted when the Prophet made Hajj, there was a black man who gave the adhan. And the Arabs looked down on, they had this racism, and they looked down on it, and they said, they asked why that man was giving the call to prayer. And so the verse came down that we have created you in peoples and tribes to know one another. So the idea is people come there really to learn. It's a little difficult. I'm kind of getting back into that space, so just excuse me for a second. Hajj, for some reason, I just have a hard time talking about because I've been there, and I've had the experience, and they start coming back to me, that experience in that place. But so I'll just try to get over this. The verse just said that, we have created you in peoples and tribes to know one another, and it says the noblest in the eyes of God are the most conscientious. In other words, the one thing that the Prophet said on the Hajj pilgrimage was there is no preference over a white man or a black man over a white man. So the idea is just to eliminate this insidious aspect of human nature, which is the idea that some people are superior to others. And when you see everybody in that same condition, the nomad and the sedentary, the rich and the poor, and they're all just there in that same basic human condition, that we are bereft and we are poor before God. It's very powerful as a reminder, that beware of considering yourself above this person next to you because of something incidental like color, or because of something like wealth, or because of something like beauty, or because of something like lineage. That in that place, all of those things disappear and you're just like everybody else. You are a naked creature that has to eat, sleep, and defecate and urinate and menstruate and procreate and do all these things, and there's something very basic and fundamental to your humanity. So the Hajj really does. And what I've noticed with people who make the Hajj is there is often a very powerful transformation that occurs in their life. It really is a very transformative experience. You are not the same person. You don't look at other people the same way, and there's just a transformation. And traditionally they said if a person comes back worse from Hajj, bad sign. They said either he went there with the wrong intention or it wasn't accepted for whatever reason. So the idea is that Hajj is really a time when you complete it, that it's your life's journey and you're ready to die. And that really is a kind of completion.